Operan, there's a fax in the output tray of that accursed machine. It seems important.
She smiles. The fax machine. Big ticket item about to hit the organ block. Opening bids already coming in by payphone. Party Alley, West Side. Who will we say is calling Operan? Below the scrawled text, a childlike drawing of a heart, coloured in red. No doubt, it was Houseman who organised your release from the jail.
Everything in order? Right. Let me know if I can be of any help.
To this marked payphone then. It seems someone will be waiting for you on the other end. You turn away from... Raw information atomizes itself. And ring. The bed welcomes you for... The murmurs of Portofino fade into nothing, as do you.
Baby, these return visits make me think we should be exclusive. Why are you asking me? You went in there, didn't you? It's right across. I stay vigilant. So again, what do you have? I know I wouldn't have gone in there myself. I was asked to keep an eye on it not long ago. You know, just in case.
By whom?
Baby girl, there are many questions I haven't asked you. Being a thoughtful, caring man. But stay away from there. That's all I'll say. With pleasure. Breaking into houses and hearts. All right, tell me what's on your mind. I'll be seeing.
You pick up the payphone's handset. Adult. You can almost feel the texture of its wet, rubbery skin. Soft, smooth. 1, 2. You step up.
Stray spies still wandering around, looking for their forever home. Alive? Where? Rookie error from a fucking retiree. He should have never picked up that phone. So not the Weeping Eye. Emter. That one's the big bank, right?
This unre-educated youth must be made to feel the full weight of terror behind those 6 letters.
Seems like they found some territory then, if he's currently chained up in it. What's he giving them? Are we fucked? Fuck. Are you alright? Sorry to hear that. You look alright at least.
The girl extends her arm and gives you an awkward rub on the shoulder.
Thanks for coming through, Herschel. I honestly don't know. Temple never said anything about him, which was strange. Most of the time, he can't wait to tell you about his latest secret. This one?
Half a city away, an old man hunches on a damp mattress and thinks of the odd stranger who went through so much effort to find him.
Does Dante prick say anything else? And what's that gonna cost you? Well, we've got to do something about him, haven't we, Herschel? Loose fucking end.
The girl watches you, dancing her cigarette back and forth in front of her face. Tempo's half of the deal. This unusual device.
Speak your piece. Who do you trust? Me or this clapped-up old clown? Oh, that mega violator. Yeah, sure, I've got it.
No backhanded retort. No reflexive insult.
Rarest you've ever known. One of a kind, even. How do you know you haven't already?
What dissonance?
Stray spies. Alive? Where? Rookie air. So not the...
This son,
Got it.
the phantom vampire squid that straddles the so-called developed world and seizes the mill of history.
Fuck the bank. You should see what the bazaar brings. What's he giving them? Are we fucked? Fuck. Sorry to hear that.
The girl extends her arm.
Thanks for coming through, Herschel. I honestly don't know. This one?
Half a city.
Does Dante prick say anything else? And what's that gonna cost you? Well,
The girl watch. Tempo's half of the deal.
speak your piece. Who do you trust? Me or this clapped-up old Oh, that
No backhanded.
rarest you've ever known. How do you know you haven't already?
What dissonance?
Stray spy. What? So not...
This unre-educated youth.
Seems like... What's he giving them? Are we fucked? Fuck. Sorry.
The girl extends
Thanks for coming through, Herschel. I want This one?
half a city.
Does Dante prick say anything else? And what's that gonna cost you? Well,
The girl watch. Tempo's half.
speak your piece. Who do you trust? Me? Oh, that
No backhanded.
rarest you've ever known. How do you know you haven't already?
A memory passes through an older memory. and each calls the other a ghost. Both leave a little of themselves within the other.
When'd you get so slow, Hirsch? Me. I'm right here. Always have been. Course it can. Why not? Some shit about the laws of reality. Don't be a boring cunt. You never were before. You think Taxman, prized fucking asset, wouldn't hold up his end of the promise? I told him, Cascade or nothing.
Person to person.
He is there and not there. All your senses twitch at the eeriness. The girl stops out her cigarette, steady yet forceful, suddenly engrossed in the act of crushing.
How you been, Hirsch?
I've missed you around. They're more like bootlegs. Imprints, I think they call them. Sounds impossible, right? I thought so too, but clearly, a little bit possible. Witchcraft. It's like a bad mirror. A wishing well for your loose dreams, for all the inner colors of you. It starts with a memory or something. But don't ask me, I was considerably fucking hypnotized for most of it. Kind of. He just gave me a load of ketamine, which I'm pretty sure isn't in the official manual. But you have to be like a blank slate. Totally receptive, basically comatose.
A weave of city away. The being formerly known as Pseudopod twitches in his dream.
There were pictures on the wall projected from the machine, and I think an image of Tempo as a kid. Like I said, fucking witchcraft. Darker than I remember them. I don't have shit of his memories either, so let's not play 20 fucking questions. I'm just him now, and that's it. Because Tempo was scared of everything. He wanted the backup. He thought they were gonna kill him. Keen prediction.
There's that they again. The oft-invoked nemesis of you.
And they were, evidently. Maybe they were the least of his enemies. This place is wide, Hirsch. And it switches up faster than you can believe. Plenty of cunts out there with murderous intent. There was rain in my head, Hirsch. It was always raining. And it was always midnight beyond the clouds. I don't know. Not that. Not really. But it stopped raining, at least. And why would I want that? Haven't yet. I'll let you know. Anyway, this is a forever kind of deal. And the deal is, I deal with it. Move the fuck on. It feels like I can't quite remember myself. Like I'm watching myself through dream glass. All smudged and smeared.
Like a day-old phone number written on the back of a young hand.
I watched a lot of TV as a kid. Whenever there was a bad storm, the blocking antennas would get fucked and we'd see pieces of Luthien TV breaking through. All weird and wavy. That's how it feels sometimes. Like a signal error. Hearing someone else's thoughts and now they're yours. But the static's not the thoughts. It's my mind trying to make sense of them. Nope, just me. But also there's more me now, outside the coverage zone. Yeah. Curse go forward, curse go back. Is that all you've got to say? Nothing but stupid fucking jokes. Because there's a lot at stake. Because I didn't know whether you were on my side, let alone dependable. And because you were pretty late. Being predictable isn't a good thing, Hirsch. Also, I really didn't think you'd believe me. I mean, I wouldn't.
And yet, doesn't it chime a distant chord? The Lusian political elite being strange copies of themselves.
Yeah, the pricks in power fire it up whenever they need a new politicant. All from one guy, bootlegging himself over and over for like 300 years. According to Tempo, anyway. But when we covered intra-Luthien relations in history class, they didn't say shit about it.
A theory often dismissed as rumor, but taken more seriously on the top levels of the Operant Bureau. The Lusian political ministry are all identical psychic graphs of the same ancient philosopher. Just what on earth has Tempo encircled you in here?
It's Yana. Just one Yana. That's good then. Nice to be missed. Right here. It's mystical fucking gear, Hirsch. I hardly threw it out.
From beneath her chair, she pulls out a small console device, about the size of a dinner tray. Colored buttons flank a large, dark screen.
I'm getting ominously cool, Hirsch. This is the thing that made me what I am. Nope. Fucked. Needs batteries. Special Luthien batteries. Might be better for you to, you know, hang on to it or something. Because it reminds me I'm basically some failed test pressing. Also, you seem like you're in a load of shit, Hirsch. Maybe you need a backup yourself. So do me a fucking favor. And no, it did not come with an adapter. But it does have cocaine in the seams. And a little bit of nose blood. Speak your piece. One more thing, Hirsch. Now that we're adequately acquainted, I need you to check in on someone for me.
She flicks loose ash from the end of her cigarette.
You up for it or what? Weird. Please don't say shit like that. His name's Marco.
The teen with the scarf, though you recall him as more scarf than teen.
He's not my boyfriend. We were just hanging out for a while. Maybe we still are. Whatever. Yucky. Some cunt has me in his crosshairs. A cunt with weird headphones and a shit mustache.
The Ultravioletti encountered this man. He scared them.
You met him? I knew I should be mega wary of that slinky prick. Well, I'm pretty sure it's about that imprinting device. The Mega Violator. He probably knows I have it. Or had it. Because now you've got it. Honestly, I don't like having it around. I can hear it snickering at me. But I'm not trying to fuck you over.
She takes a deliberate drag. Eyes on you one moment.
I'm about action, Hirsch. I'm smoking this headphone cunt out. My asset is already in theater. Kryptonym... scarf. Yes, obviously. But also... do I? Use your spy shit. Make contact. Tell him I approved the meet. Yeah, you spoke to him. Now I need you to make contact with him. Keep up, Hirsch. Fucking hell. Also, you can tell him that my schedule freed up this weekend, so I can see him for like 1 hour, maybe. As long as nothing better comes up, which it might. Good. I like enemies. They solidify my fucking position. But you know what solidifies it even more? Non-stop odd shit with you. No, other people taking care of those enemies for me. Yo, Hirsch.
A good kryptonym reveals nothing, yet means everything. The seeming arbitrariness of the sign only strengthens the bond between operant and asset.
Why is that? Don't hate it. Yo, it is. Good job, Cascade. Me and Marco. No, Marco didn't even know Tempo. So what the fuck would I say? Surprise, sweetheart, I'm some random middle-aged gay man now? I know. I'll get around to one or the other. Fine. But also not great. I barely had time to see him. Since I became a middle-aged criminal. Yeah, complicated one. I don't know. I think it's weird. When he's around, he annoys me and I want out. But when he's not there after he's gone, he becomes like the best person ever in my mind. Even though he hasn't changed. That doesn't exactly help me. But yeah, I think you're right. Moving on. Later, her.
There is
Looks like you missed your tram. But at least you didn't get yourself zeroed out. So thank you for that. Freezers are for preservation, last I checked. But let's not quibble. You really went off script back there. We're lucky an old associate reached out and filled us in.
today. 0 soul down. Artificial dreams flicker against the wall. Fleeting promises of what could be yours for the price of a few soul.
You did. You were right. You know, I've heard in the developed world they have semioticians who insert secret meta-messages into advertisements.
Summer, get out of...
Messages that bypass the mind's conscious defenses entirely. Go.
Moss and let's just sound it out. Just to be clear. Once seen, some things can't be unseen. A bird passes across the beam of the projector, casting a lunatic shadow as it goes.
I don't know that I'd go that far. We make it up as we go along. The meaning comes after. You said this was way bigger than you and Pseudopod, and you were right.
Already the outlines of the whole picture are beginning to shimmer. Your fingers tingle at the chance to fill them in. Assassinate a high-ranking foreign official. Return to the Operant Bureau's graces. This is the offer that's been extended to you.
Dice cupped in the Manusfati, ready to be flung across the board. Let's talk about what you need now. A plan, a tool, some friends. You recently made a new acquaintance, did you not? An older foreign gentleman.
Dante.
He seems like a highly knowledgeable individual. I'm sure he could help you find a suitable time and place for your purposes. Is that so? I didn't realize you two were still in touch. Well, the Manuspati has given us a very interesting board state. If there's a deal to be struck, your old friend will be the one to approve it. How wonderfully convenient. Isn't it? I thought we'd resolve the contradiction by using one enemy to slash the throat of another.
Thus, a terrible synthesis is born.
Talk to Essie. Find out what your new acquaintance is worth to them. Give them the moon if they ask for it.
You already know she keeps an apartment in the housing campaign. You need only find which one.
It sounds so fun and easy when you say it like that. Of course, in reality, it will be very, very hard. I was thinking something discreet, portable, quiet.
A pistol with suppressor, either built-in or attachable.
Difficult to acquire, impossible to conceal. Carabineros will have you in a minute. Sadly, we haven't got the time nor the connections to arrange a proper import. This one's going to have to be procure in theater.
Opera speak for your problem.
I think a quiet purchase is best. Less paperwork. How you arrange that is up to you.
Go Eyes, the street hustler and man of many endeavors. He's your lead.
Oh, excellent. You didn't think you were going to do this alone, did you? I was thinking someone to watch your back, carry your purse. Be that as it may, you're going to need a squad.
Squad, from Square.
The knight errant, to assemble and guide the rest. The cupbearer, to stand by you absolutely. The astronomist, to reflect things in a different light. The fool, for a reason known only to one. That's a great shame. I'll make sure he gets this unmarked star. Much like your old friend himself. And you think she might be up for this? Worth asking about her availability in any event. Right. The stress of the job seems to have left your double somewhat
Fucked.
inert. I would probably count him out for this assignment. Oh, you're serious, aren't you? We don't have to rehash ancient lore, but if you were to insist, He could take up his old role as your astronomist. No question. You and he always got along. Friends even. Good with wires and things, wasn't he? Right, your cop friend, the Carabinero. He could play nicely as a fool, assuming he hasn't pickled himself in schnapps. For your squad, probably not. But she may end up playing an important role all the same. Yes, she probably would take any role you offered her. Her I actually have a note on here in my files. Seems her father set up a clinic on a houseboat somewhere in Kisak. Maybe worth paying him a visit.
A houseboat doctor. Could it be Dr. Hugo?
I'll be there for you as well. You can reach me from any payphone if you need help in theater. For anything extra sensitive, you can call me from the phone in your apartment. Take heart, my friend. We're at the end of history. Everything that can go wrong already has. Now get some rest. Don't fall for false advertising.
A click. The stall has been left unattended. A handwritten sign teeters on top of one of the stacks of books. Relic of the A few scrawled tags separate the various teetering piles, and you flip through the stack of slim, staple-bound periodicals. Faded fashion catalogues 6 years out of date. Softcore adult mags. Turns out, Eureka! The Wang Guide to Improvised Firearms, Volume 2. Reloadable pipe gun with push feed. You do the dishonest thing. Nothing changes in the world. The list of materials should be inside the pamphlet. You can try to assemble it at photo 24. Most magazines tend to be, especially those that people donate to a project like this one. The more recent issues focus on the emergent Lusian styles, masked models. Your eye wanders to another Lusian cover in a less austere register. A headline beside these gadgets prompts readers to find your soul animal, take it everywhere you go. Even better, their essential nature is defined by a quiz in a magazine. Every shirt and dress catches the light brilliantly. While it lacks the new age surprise of the Lusian clothes, there is a much warmer, living feel to it all. Attitudes like that make their promise of a future devoid of humanity move even closer. Hundreds of magazines You're bombarded by cheesecakey photos of grinning nude and semi-nude models. The occasional coy shot hints at full bush. More and more of the smooth, young flesh passes before your eyes. It quickly starts to feel repetitive as you do feel thoroughly serviced. Though that may say more about the lack of proper adult action in your life recently. The lineup of promiscuous women almost seems to wave goodbye. One cover catches your eyes. It depicts a leather-clad man. The Hombre, Volume 5, Issue A. How could it not? From the thin shadows of the sunlit day to the deepest sepulchral tomb, to the Hombre is available wherever comics are sold. You do the dishonest thing. Nothing changes in the world. You sloppily rearrange the magazines into some semblance of a shelf of equivalency, Heracles, Vantalangicon. Two of the titles stand out to you above. Pulpy space opera, not at its finest. A bunch of religious cultists travel through out of space in search of what they believe to be their god. Totally. It's a shame the word planet is mistyped as plant on the final page. Part of the charm of the mass market paperback. Hundreds of printed materials. You turn. The cleaning tuk-tuk with its soap bubbles and secrets. The tuk-tuk. There's only one button on the sleek metal call box. This must be Reno's place. The dolphin indicates as much. It's pleasantly squishy. It's black and round. The sleek surface reflects and distorts your features. You lean away from the sphere. You press the call button.
Private residence. Please state your business.
You step away. The sleek metal. This must be Reno's place. You press the.
Private residence. Please state your business.
The steps to a successful infiltration based on make-believe are as follows. 1. Gather information. You tally it up in your head. That's what the senior negotiator said himself. From the damp, cracked concrete, you can tell this part of the canal is prone to flooding. 2. Establish credibility. The lightest of.
I have a very strict list of people that can be let up.
3. Follow cues.
Well, if it's a veterinary matter.
4. Make your promise.
All right.
The door chimed. The building notice board stands beside a communal area. Above your head, seagulls wheel and die. Fairly standard fare for a notice board. One notice, however, stands out solely because the original printed sheet has been altered by multiple scrawls in a variety of colours and hands. The piece of handwritten paper declares, the rules are very clear. Read them and understand them. No gathering after 10 p.m. We can hear you clomping about and we've had enough. Beneath that, the responses read, she thinks she the cops. Fuck you! You don't run the building. We know this is fun-hating, inappropriately authoritative, low. That's Esty. She must have married. Either that or changed her name. You find a space to the bottom right of it, precisely where an artist's signature would go. You scrawl it in capitals, in the most childish handwriting you can manage. Cryptonym on full display on a public notice board. Bravo, operant. But juvenile, yes. Still makes you feel good. You know she checks this. You know that she is known in this building as Mrs. Cap. You turn back. Doors crowd you, stacked upon each other. Behind one of them, your former asset Estoc, draped in a see-through cloak. Esty knew it. Competent, unlikable, ultimately invaluable. Talk, yes. One of these apartments belongs to Estoc. You just have to discover which. There appears to be a residence list on the wall. You must be subtle in your approach. Your asset is still living her cover. Esty keeps a special mental calendar marked critical phone call from Herschel. The calendar has been counting for 5 years.
No soliciting. And mind the floors, will you?
The man is swaddled in a pristine maintenance uniform. He hurriedly smooths down the single patch of hair which time has yet to steal from his head.
Good. We don't want any of it. Nothing weird or improper in my nice campaign. All right?
Not sarcasm. He's clearly proud. Nice campaign certainly sounds better than laboratory of urban decay. We're dealing with a get off my property type here. Problem is, his property is communal.
I said no soliciting.
He knows every face and name that has moved in or out of this alleyway.
I'm a building manager, not a building snooper. I mind my residents' business. Typical loiterer. Not really. I mean, you could help me sweep if you wanted to. No, of course not. But I like to think if I can keep this place clean, I can keep my head above water. Look around. You think one person alone can clean all this? We used to have one manager and 3 concierge. Now, it's just me. I'll pay you 20 sol, if you're interested.
A palliative measure at best. But then again, life is a palliative measure.
You asked. I think the more we all dedicate ourselves to our own tasks, just the punctual tasks. Really? Thanks. I could really use the... Are you sure you know how? All right, I'm sorry, it's just, this has to be done right, you know. This is a classy building. Here.
A black cloud comes over your vision as you begin to... The last impression you register is the brush hairs scraping ineffectually over a layer of sad decrepitude that is... After a while, 4 hours have passed. The floor looks the same. However, there is a little bit less of you left than there was before. What is wrong with this place?
Thanks. It's looking much better. I said...
He knows every face and...
Typical loiterer. You notice my badge? It's actually not just a building. I manage the entire housing campaign. I do what I can. More than most managers would, but there's only so much you can accomplish with a paintbrush and a broom. You should have seen what this place was like when Nestor put it up. Real class, real majesty.
The buildings are old, decaying, but clean. The man is fighting the final battles in a lost war, polishing broken handrails, painting splintered wood.
A different class of people moved in. Oh, I don't know. Maybe the children of the people that were here in the first place were born as important people. Artists, diplomats. Not like the vandals that infest it now. Spiritually. No respect for the doors, the walls, or themselves. Or me, of course. Sometimes I think they vandalized that railing just to spite me. Of course it disappoints me. How could it not? It's good that some people remember what we were capable of. Back when we had the sense of decency. There have always been problems, if that's what you mean. Situations like the one my son is in would have been inconceivable to another generation. A young man in the prime of his life, crippled, actually crippled, by his devotion to... I don't even know what to call it. Some intangible social currency that exists only in his mind and in those of his idiot friends. I can't explain what I can't understand, and that's the point. Can you imagine my father saying this about me? Stories like his are a sign of the times. But along the way, from there to here, we lost something. His whole generation, I worry, you know, genuinely. Will they be able to keep the trams running? The plumbing? The electricity? Will the railing go unpainted?
Again, he returns to that railing. symbol of civilizational continuity.
I'm not exaggerating when I say he and his idiot friends are fully capable of starving to death without realizing it, was evaluating each other's transparent jockstraps, or whatever the latest scene trend is.
He nods and sweeps his broom.
Pick up your feet when...
Photographs, candles, tucked under the stairs. You'd be forgiven for initially over... This is a shrine to Sirius, angel of romance, war, and negotiation. If it weren't for the candles, you easily could have mistaken it for a Tonio's been maintaining it, but few of the middle-class residents of the housing campaign want to be seen openly making offerings or tend. Among the usual photographs and candles, people have left mysterious items, a single house slipper, and scattered throughout, wedding invitations. It's customary to invite the angel to festivities, to bless the union. You are cordially invited to celebrate the joining of Mr. and Mrs. Pascal Kavanagh on Enatos 3rd, 92. Of all your assets, maybe it was her husband's idea, or maybe you don't know your old asset as well as you think. You take out the little off-white rectangle, red inked lips glinting in the low light. With a soft flutter, the card drops onto the shrine and into the dark pile of offerings. Across the world, the people who wish ill upon you are struck with a sudden weakness. An officer on the pious order knocks twice on a door of an apartment in Mercia's ever-dwindling arts district. The person inside does not answer. They stop for a moment to stare at the object in their hands, a pomegranate red folder. At that moment, the door breaks down. The war has finally caught up. The shadows shift and grow long. Candle. Each prayer counts. They should not be wasted. The red slip. A large framed board with the title sounds promising. The title and initial entries are printed in thick, embossed ink. But third row, Kavanagh, is one of the penciled names, written in a clear hand. Apartment 4. That's it. Now it's just a matter of working up the guts to knock on her door. You come away from... A plain canvas satchel hangs from a coat hook. They kept a pair of feet dry as they stood in ankle-high water in the basement of a magazine office. She must be staying here. In the bottom of the satchel, spine creased and carelessly left facing downwards. You scour the smaller pockets inside, but find gummy rubber tip gone brittle. You give it an experimental suck. The nipple is uncomfortably hard against the back of... This is a normal pacifier for normal infants. It appears to be some kind of textbook. It's titled The Indeed, Shadow Mother. According to the subtitle, A Clinical Study of Traumatic Generational Narcissism. The volume slips neatly into your pocket. The satchel was virtually empty since you took the book out. There's nothing. You turn back. The moving boxes stacked. At some point, you sift through a life packed. They winnowed down their belongings to what they could sneak out in the night. Gut instinct. You sift. They winnowed down out of their. You fold back the top. The hot tub's red. They can't be seen beneath the light, but the music, the sultry sap, the perfect, a ragged. Your fingers slide past grime and cold fiberglass. Something's jammed tight. Hard edges, weird shape, kinda slimy. You The hot tub's wrecked. There are cracks in the fiberglass. Your fingers and thumb form a 5-point grip upon the concealment in the pipe. With a wet pop, you dislodge your prize. It's a model train. Oh, behold, the counterpart to the wheel that Metamoto was flaunting around. This is the junior negotiator's talisman of shame. Flourishes of ornate bronze. Unfortunately, at one end the fine craftsmanship finishes in an ugly tangle of You know exactly. The bank's senior negotiator has it. You are... The stickiness now taints your fingertips. You try to ignore. You turn around.
First things first. I know what you're thinking. And this isn't my cat.
Once again,
I sensed that it was only a matter of time.
this lapdog of the techno-fascists has been following your scent with impunity.
You know, I recognized you at Photo 24. A serendipitous coincidence, truly. I knew you'd been shelved these last few years. But of course, you passed my test on the call box, Herschel. I'd almost forgotten you get excited when you're nervous.
The sound of your name on his tongue. Unnatural. Upsetting.
Of course, Herschel. Why else would I seek you out if not to Don't get hung up on that last part, Herschel. It was just a flash of inspiration. Our...
Way back. Where? His fate.
That's a very cruel joke, Herschel.
5 years. No entries in archives, systems, or communications.
This pretense of ignorance is really hurtful. Really, I expected you'd treat your old colleague, Ignatz, a little...
To you, he has never happened. You've certainly never been colleagues. Wait, Ignatz, the name from Taxman's ledger.
I don't believe this. Ignatz, Tempo's right-hand guy.
Is it possible you had some kind of episode? Did someone accidentally bin the relevant files?
If this is payback for me giving you a hard time earlier, Herschel, it's pettier of you than...
A wall of words embellishes the hurt, but it's genuine. Upon further review, maybe he's the one having the episode.
You and I, we're on the same level. And so my desires are nothing covetous. I'm simply...
Approach cautiously. There may yet be gold hidden in that repulsive coat.
That's very cool, Herschel. I'm glad to see your keen sense of the environment. That's a weird question, Herschel. What do you mean by that? I have no idea what you're talking about. She's beautiful, isn't she? Purebred.
Fear, lack, and even discomfort. The concepts utterly...
People like you and me, we're not supposed to meet a cat like this. Listen, it's a big thing petting a high-grade cat like this. But then, if you need to do it, of course, who am I to stop you from petting a cat? Probably for the best, Herschel, honestly. Tempo? Our old crewmate. What do you mean, dead? I've no idea what you're talking about, but I do.
Despite the verbal evasions, his manner is genuine.
Besides, I figure he's just disappeared again. Probably on vacation. You're thinking very short-term, Herschel. In my new position, I've developed a number of very highly placed sources. Very sneaky. But I'm in no position to share that information at this time. Your old friend Ignatz has been moving up in the world. I'm on a... Secret treaties will be discussed in a matter of days, in this very apartment. Your old asset Ignatz is here, preparing the field, so to speak. Fucking leaks, Herschel. Unbelievable. Who was it? That guy's a dead man. Just wait. Anyway, I appreciate you telling me that. You're a true friend. Nice try. You know I can't tell you that. Don't worry. It is not the bank. A man's got to know who he is and who he isn't. Please, Herschel. That's a very offensive term to use. Some of them are very honorable people. Servants of the state, like you. Wow, Herschel. Are you some kind of globalist now? That's very unsettling. In any event, it's a very unusual arrangement. I'm basically de facto lead on this assignment. Currently, I'm overseeing the sanitation technicians. It may seem pedestrian, but in reality the responsibility could only be handled by someone at the... It's very straightforward. I'd like you to take some wildlife photography. I would like to see some leaky animals in their natural habitat, doing what such animals do. Please, Herschel. You and me are both people of the world. One of the men providing physical security for these upcoming talks is a filthy carabinero rat. He's leaking information to his controller.
Carabineros, Portafero's sanctioned police investigators. They report directly to the Prefectura and deal in actual crime.
I need a photo of this leaking in action. Seriously? Does the opera expect you to subsist on charity? Things must be even worse under post-historical materialism than they say. Fortunately for you, I will be supplying the camera on this assignment. The Carabineros act as empty security detail for the upcoming talks. And I suspect the this is a one-time opportunity. I need you committed before this place is cleaned up. I have ascertained the filthy Carabinero, and I have also ascertained his controller. All you need to do is get them on film together. Very good. The animal you're looking for always wears half his uniform, even of ours. You'll know him by his corrupt, sleazy demeanor. Truly, an unappealing individual. In a proper society, a local woman about your age with a mole on her cheek. They meet every day on the bridge that's east of the bazaar roundabout. A great place for some filthy fucking animals to do their leaky business, apparently. You'll need to use this camera. It's a very special piece of technology, but the film inside of it is even more special. Make sure you use it.
How about a self-portrait or a still shot of a beautiful landscape?
No. A de facto counterintelligence lead cannot risk being seen in the same place twice. Once you've got the photos developed, meet me on the rooftops of the housing campaign. My new employers have different ideas about privacy and conscience than you are. They're trying to build a post-historical final society with a final man as its subject. So naturally they can't have old-style thoughts going around. It's not like here or in the superblock, Herschel. My new employers do not fuck around. They have cameras everywhere, taking photographs with this exact film. Just one quality photograph of the Carabinero leaking in the wild will do. And try not to call attention to yourself. These are highly dangerous individuals. I'm sure I don't. Herschel, I thought you would be coming here for your old friend Ignat. Mr. Reno, I believe, is in the kitchen, waiting for this operation to conclude. Normally, Herschel, I would have to keep all of this under wraps. But since you and I, Mr. Reno will host talks between La Luz and Emter here on matters of world historical import. May have to rewrite the textbooks, if you know what I mean. The negotiations are yet to happen, Herschel. Safe to say, a clash of ideologies is happening right here, all around us.
Around you, cleaners continue that.
You're probably thinking, how did my old pal Ignatz best me? Thank you, Herschel. You may have had the luxury of taking all those years off, but I understand he gets the rights to certain highly coveted flight paths. I trust this will stay between. Very good.
You have... The cover of the book is the title jars a
Science fiction as a genre is utterly misunderstood by the majority, Cascade. It often contains the only ideas worth ideating.
You've never read it, but you feel like you've basically read it. With a furtive glance over your shoulder, you... Muffled noise. The figure shape.